You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 469, recorded September 2024, posted October 2024. Ooze it or lose it.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill, Shocktober 2024. I am Dan Morin, a Dungeon Master, and we are currently involved in Nest of the Eldritch Eye. And we are joined by a fine roster of players. I am introducing them in initiative order. Aline Sims, hello.
Oh my goodness. I am playing Gwendril Boulderbelch. Call her Gwen, the Dwarven Bard.
Monty Ashley is also here. Hello, Monty.
Hello, Dan. I'm playing Arch, a human Oath of the Crown paladin, which means he's very, very interested in being a cop.
Also joining us, Lincoln Hayes.
Hello, I'm playing Scuzz, the Yanti Druid, and it's my fault these mud guys are coming at us. Hooray!
You hope it's mud.
Yeah. Just to be clear, every time you say that, I am always hearing jaunty druid in my head. So
it could be both.
I like it. I like it. Brian Hamilton is also here. Hello, Brian.
Hi, I'm Zonoth, the half-orc wizard. I took 7 rock damage last time. It was very fun.
And last, but not at all least, it's the one and only Tiff Arment.
Hi, I'm playing a tiefling rogue named Shoemate Girly, and you can also visit debunkia.biz for all of your Ooze monster informational needs. And remember, one more time, that's debunkia.biz.
And to play those sewer monsters, I would like to introduce my co-dungeon master, Tony Sindelar. Hello, Tony.
Hello.
Did you burble
Hello.
a few times for us? Ooh, that is some good sewage monster there.
Hello, nerds.
To recap our adventure from last time, our group of neophyte city guards discovered a murdered colleague and his sister, which led them to a desiccated eye, which in turn led them to the sewers, which is, of course, the best place to go in any city. They are looking for a cult that may be responsible for the murder of that colleague, one Delvin Fahrenheit. And so far, they have found a crawl space, a sarcophagus, and said sewage monsters. We pick up having rolled initiative and going into combat as Scuzz decides what terrible mistake they have made. Having rolled initiative, Gwendril, I don't know if you hear... Scuzz, have you reacted to the appearance of these sewage monsters?
Oh yeah, Scuzz would have been like, oh no!
That echoes down the corridor, all the way, reverberating.
The classic
way.
druid battle cry.
Yeah, well, Gwendril being a dwarf and being accustomed to being in the rock, you pick up, your ears are ready, as tuned to the echoes of things, and you immediately know the Scuzz has gotten themselves into some trouble.
All right. Well, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to stop that I won't be in
I recommend
the way.
not stopping. Just run. Straightforward. Never stop.
I think... What is my range on that? All right. So I'm going to do 10, 20, 25 of my movement speed. I'm going to look around, assess the situation, not really know what's going on, I don't think. But I'm going to look at this pile of sludge kind of to my southeast.
Sure.
And I'm going to just kind of look at it disdainfully.
Oh.
And it needs to roll a wisdom saving throw.
You're going to hurt
13.
its feelings? Is that what you're saying?
They look pretty wise. They live in a sewer.
I don't think sewage monsters are traditionally very wise, but who knows? Maybe this one will be just really on top of things.
6, Dan. I got a 6.
Didn't go great for that sewage monster. What happens to them?
All right. So it is knocked prone and incapacitated for I believe it's 1 minute.
So sewage monsters, just to let you know, cannot be knocked prone, but they can be incapacitated.
They can be knocked incapacitated though.
Yeah, that is
Okay,
that is
so-
also bad.
And Aline, which
So it
one
is-
did you target? The due south?
The one to
or-
the southeast.
Yeah,
Southeast. Got
This
it.
fellow.
I'll put a little.
It is hearing, or no, it laughs uncontrollably, whatever it looks like.
Oh my
for
gosh,
that
you do not
particular
want to hear
creature.
that. It is
Oh, yeah.
unsettling.
I would like to hear it. It's Shocktober, please.
Oh no.
Like that at all.
For a minute.
Scuzz is right by it, and he just kind of looks at you like, "Come on!" Oh,
Not cool, man.
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, it's got to do another Wisdom saving throw. I guess to see if it's incapacitated. I'm actually not super clear.
Yeah, I
on-
think basically it
that.
probably stays incapacitated until it saves.
Was
Okay.
this somebody's hideous,
Hideous
laughter?
laughter.
Which is
Yeah, Tasha's hideous laughter.
Yeah.
So
This
it's
is
got,
more
it's
hideous
got
than
1
the
minute of that.
laughter usually is, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Tasha's extra hideous laughter.
gosh, it's extra yucky.
Anything else, Gwenril?
I still have 5 steps of movement left in me, so I'm just going to take a step back so I can get out of the way.
That's smart. Good thinking. Arch, you are up.
Does it cost me any squares of movement to move past the people in my way here?
I think it will cost you 5 per square, but you can it doesn't no extra movement other than just moving through those squares.
Okay.
Yeah, they're your friends. They'll squeeze to the side, I assume. If they're
I have to
nice.
speak for yourself.
Okay, I'll move
I feel
there.
like Shoemate probably is like maybe a little too close though. Like maybe not squeezing back, but maybe like
No, definitely
my
not squeezing.
next question is that
I'm not a squeezer.
this square down here, that's like 1/4 ledge, 3/4 ooze. Can I stand on that square and not be in the ooze?
I think there's room for you to just. You may be a little precarious if something tries to knock you in, but I think you could balance there for a moment if you're trying to get into melee range there.
I think in this room there's a nice gentle transition. Like it's like a beach.
slope?
Yeah, there's a slope.
Sewage
right?
beach.
So you can wade into this ooze. It's like a New Jersey situation.
I was about to say you've been to New Jersey. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Lincoln.
I'm oozing here.
You should get that checked out.
I will use my action to dash then, and with my extra squares of movement, I will end up here.
Mm-hmm.
And
All
I'll
right.
draw my longsword and, I don't know, point it at the oozes.
All right. Anything else? You all set?
That's all I got.
Zonath.
All right, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares this way
Ha,
for
ha,
30
ha,
feet.
ha.
I am Zonoth, the Count Dracula, and I'm going to magic missile this boy right here.
Ooh.
Let's see if I can remember how magic missile works.
I can tell you this: you don't have to roll to hit.
Yeah.
While he does
good.
that, I have a rules question.
Okay.
This thing is supposed to get a wisdom save every time it takes damage. Is it going to take damage from each separate magic missile?
Yes, I believe so.
I will tell you tactically, Brian, you may want to attack the other ooze for that reason.
Can I reach it from here?
Magic
'Cause it's
missile
around the
is
corner?
quite. Yeah, magic missile
Magic
is
missile.
pretty long. You could get
Oh, I meant-
this one down the south.
Yeah.
This
South is.
one. Got it. Okay. Let's all click on it some more so it can.
Yeah,
see
let's
the
just-
circles.
Ooh,
Yeah,
circle.
yeah. Ooze it,
Lots
baby.
Woo! Ooze it or lose it.
October.
All right,
Title.
so
Remember when we used to have a classy gothic horror vibe to Shocktober?
Nope.
Not anymore.
No.
No.
It's just dirty Keanu Reeves all the way now.
all right,
Dirty
so
and
magic
horny.
missile.
And horny.
Why did we let Tiff set the tone? That was such
That's where you went wrong.
I
Reeves
identified
has
the
horns
trouble.
on his head. He has nothing to do with the other one.
To be
I
clear.
just don't know why we let her make all the mood boards.
I identified the troublemaker when we were coming into this game.
yeah.
I was all set to be a gritty cop. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I was going to be a weirdo who lived in the sewer, and
Well, you
here we are.
still are. You still are, Lincoln. You still are.
Still pretty
Hold
weird.
on to that.
Magic missile is 1d4 plus 1, correct?
Yes, per dart.
Per missile.
Yeah.
How many
Per
darts
dart.
do you
How
get to
many-
cast at this level?
Yeah, I'm doing first level magic, and I'll do second level magic missile. So that's 2 darts.
I think
it might be
4.
Oh, nice. All right, 4 darts. 1, 2, 3, 4. D4 plus 1, so plus 1 for each
Yes.
dart.
Yep. For
Yes.
each dart
All
is
right.
D4 plus 1. Yep.
Nice, awesome. So thanks to Dice by Peacock, I've rolled 4 virtual D4s. 9 plus 4, 1 for each. That is 13 points of magic missile damage on this central ooze boy.
Okay. So that's done some damage. That ooze is peppered with some magic missiles. It looks oozy. I don't know.
Different colored
if
ooze
that were
coming out from
a
it?
thing, if bloodied were a thing for oozes, it might be oozing.
I think bloody might be a thing again.
Okay, thank God. Bloody is a thing, and this ooze is bloodied, which is to say, oozing. Zonoth, are you all set?
I am all set. Thank you for your time.
Scuzz, your colleagues have rushed to your aid. Surely you feel guilty about putting them in harm's way. Perhaps you can redeem yourself. Nope, Scuzz does not feel... I'm getting this just in. Scuzz does not feel guilty.
No. So, seeing that one has taken damage from the missiles, Scuzz is going to look at the other guy and point in his direction, and you hear the tolling of the bells as I cast Chill Touch, and I need a something save. With a plus 4 to hit.
A something save, you say.
That is 21 to hit.
21, I believe, will hit. An
absolutely
ooze.
hits.
I should hope so.
So what happens to this ooze that has been touched so chilly?
It is going to take 4 necrotic damage as
4.
the bells of somewhere above toll loudly.
Dong.
Noted.
Okay, 4 necrotic damage. Really spreading that damage around. Love to see it.
And then I'm going to smack Arch on the shoulder and back up behind him because
Arch
whoa.
is teetering
Not much of a
on the
fighter.
edge there.
I got your back.
All right. Well,
Great. The enemies are in front of us.
Scuzz
Turns
has
out I'm not proficient with any ranged weapons.
Yeah,
So
Oh, no.
Scuzz has advanced to the rear. Everybody has taken 1 step back, leaving Arch alone, and 3 gray oozes to come.
Dan, should I control them? How do you want to do this?
Oh, I think we can. Let's. Why don't you start off? We'll see where we get. Here.
All right, I think all the oozes converge on Arch.
except
Now-
the first one who is
No, one of
incapacitated.
them's one of them's been incapacitated by hideous laughter. So he just sits there bubbling with laughter. But the other
Really
two,
Their
uncomfortable
laughter
soundtrack.
sounds more like
the other two sludge forward and reach out with hideous pseudopods and are going to attempt to slap Arch. Pseudopod
Conveniently,
attack. I
have a
rolled a
reaction.
critical fail. Do you get a reaction to my critical fail, or did I have to hit? for
I
you?
have a
Yeah.
reaction to you getting within 10 feet of me.
Oh, okay.
Which is you
I
run way
am
further.
a-
Or?
Circle of the Spores druid, so I activate my Halo of Spores. And
Whoa.
anyone within 10 feet of me, which is the 2 hurt boys, are going to take some necrotic damage.
When you say
Is that
anyone within 10 feet of you.
Yeah.
Or any
Creatures-
sludges.
Creatures that I choose.
Okay.
Creatures
Okay.
that you choose.
Because you can choose
you-
to not do it to the incapacitated one if you want.
Yeah. Because he is 10 feet away.
And you like his
so-
laugh. His laugh is just so
Yeah.
charming.
It's gonna
Gentle
stick with me
burbling.
for a
It's a
long
bubbling
time.
laugh in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
How many damage did I do? Anybody remember what I
tell,
just said?
You tell us.
spores.
You just
No.
did
How many?
4
What did I do
recently.
on my attack? I did 4. All right,
On the
so I'm going to
tolling
use
the bells.
Yeah, chill touch. I'm going to use my Halo of Spores on the one that my half-orc friend hit because he did more damage, and that's going to be another 4 necrotic damage as it just enters into my Halo.
What kind of mushrooms are these spores from?
You don't have to answer that.
Ones that thrive in the dark, that's for
Okay,
sure.
yeah. Just picturing that one who's being like, "You ever really looked at your
Arch is the
pseudop-
cop, Dan. You don't have to ask those
You ever
questions.
really looked at your pseudopod?"
Yeah.
Too much.
So the first
That's just my
pseudopod
reaction.
slaps out at Arch, but it rolled a critical fail.
So
Second one. Oh, see, the dice give and they take. I got a 21.
That will hit.
So this is not great, Arch. You get slapped for 2 bludgeoning damage, and then it burns. You take 4 acid damage, and this is a question that I think I know the answer to. Are you wearing non-magical metal armor?
Yes.
That armor is the resale value is dramatically impacted by this, and it takes a permanent and cumulative -1 penalty to the AC it offers.
Oh no, my precious chainmail.
it's slightly less chain, slightly more hole.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the market for some new chainmail, please visit Degunk Ya Biz.
Quality chainmail cleaning.
Hi, I'm Jim DeGunk. That's a band name.
I'm not only a customer.
So a client.
So I think that is the pseudopod. I think that is the Ooze's turn.
All right.
It's a pseudopod.
Yeah. So
Also,
Turning down, they
Shocktober.
gunked my armor in
Yeah.
the.
Monty, you have discovered the secret of the ooze.
Oh no.
Oh.
They're very caustic. Is the secret.
That's the secret. Shoemate.
All right, I have a short bow that I'm going to target the healthiest looking ooze, and it's just a short bow.
The one that's not incapacitated though. That one looks hale and hearty, but it's incapacitated.
Oh, the Hale and Hardy for sure.
Oh, he should have gotten another wisdom saving throw on his turn.
Oh yes, that's correct. Because at the end of their turn.
8.
Thanks, Monty.
Elaine, what number do I need to get?
13.
They're never gonna get that.
They are unwise oozes.
Yeah. They live in sewage. They are sewage. It's not in their nature. So back to short bow attack.
18.
I'll hit an ooze, no problem.
All right, let's roll some damage. That is a 5.
And that's the leftmost ooze.
Mm-hmm.
Continuing
Noted.
to distribute the damage.
Yes, they are.
2 oozes still standing. All right. Anything else you made?
No.
Gwenrill,
That's it.
back around the top to you.
I think. Arch, what is your current hit point situation like?
Oh, I'm doing pretty bad. I'm just bloodied.
Just bloodied. All right. So I think that I'm going to use one of my bardic inspiration slots. And I'm going to grant 5 temporary HP to 3 creatures I can see and who can see me. So I'm going to do the 3 people who are closest. So I guess that's Arch, Scuzz, and Zonoth. Your HP max is increased by 5, and you get those 5 temporary hit points. For I think it's an hour. I'll research that and put it in the chat. But you get 5 HP. Your hit point max has increased by 5, and also if you want to run 60 feet right now, to move up to your speed. So if you want to run away or run toward, you have that ability at this time.
All right.
The hit points may be temporary, but the friendship points last forever.
Mm-hmm.
There's conditions.
All right. Gwenrill, are you all set?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Arch, we're back around to you. Your armor is somewhat less effective than it was before. You are confronted with 3 ooze monsters right up in your grill, if you will.
I will take my longsword and attack the most wounded one here in the center.
All right.
I rolled a 19 to hit it.
Yes,
Nice.
19 will very easily hit an ooze monster. Tell me about damage.
9 damage.
That
I'm
ooze
trying to
monster.
decide
Sorry, please continue.
I was saying I was trying to decide if I was going to throw a divine smite into this, but given the things you were just about to say, I'm not going to do that.
That ooze monster is so okay. You have no idea. It feels invigorated. No, it collapses into a puddle of sewage, only visible amongst the larger sewage by kind of a really gross, oily sheen over the water. However, That longsword, made of metal?
Yes.
Traditionally, yes. Unfortunately, after dealing its damage, it also takes a -1 penalty to damage rolls as it is corroded by the acid from the sewage monster.
Okay.
Metal. It's bad news. Anything else, Arch?
No. Nope. I'm just going to stand here, hold them off.
All right. Arch is
Dripping with ooze,
Arch.
smoke coming off my armor and my sword.
Arch is cutting a badass figure, Zonoth, and holding back the oozes. Are you prepared to help out your friend?
I'm prepared to help out my friend. I think, the resale value on that sword's really got to be going down right now. I magic missile first level the leftmost ooze boy, and let me pull up some dice on my computer and figure out how to do that. 1, 2, 3, which is magic missile at first level. 8 from 3d4s plus 3, 11 magic missile damage on the leftmost ooze boy.
That ooze is looking pretty oozy, but it's still standing. It's maybe lost some cohesion. It's like sort of wobbling back and forth, like you ever see like one of those like the aspics, and you like flick it and it just yeah. There you go.
You had to bring aspic into this.
How's that
Jesus.
for imagery for you?
It's
Yum.
Shocktober.
Ooh, spooky gelatin foods. From the 70s. Truly the scariest period.
Conversation pits. Shag carpeting.
That is my turn. Thank you for your time.
Scuzz. Yes, once again, Arch is looking a little worse for wear, but holding back the tide of ooze. There is one incapacitated ooze and one very injured ooze.
From where I am, they're still in my halo, so I'm going to stay right here. And I'm going to reach out and touch faith in Cure Wounds on my boy Arch. 2nd level.
Hey, thanks.
Wow, I apologize. That's 3. Plus 2 is 5.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
I still have I will reactivate my spores as a reaction.
Does that
now
do something to them? Do they take necrotic damage when that happens?
On their turn, which
Okay.
they're next.
Yes, they
But
are.
yes.
Okay.
Um,
What
and
happens?
That's me. So them being there, I then use my reaction, and I'm going to target the hurt one again and deal another 3 necrotic damage.
That ooze also goes into a little puddle of gross nothingness. Remaining is one incapacitated ooze who will get to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn. Oh, wow. That is the smartest, most wise ooze monster that you have ever seen.
Having seen
Are you smarter than an ooze
Yeah.
pie?
Should we maybe not kill it? Is it too smart?
having seen two of its friends die in combat side by side with it, it has learned much about the nature of life and death at ooze.
It's a
And-
self-actualizing
Does it want
ooze.
a job at debunking?
It has nothing to laugh about. It has matured. It is,
Very.
The ooze just kind of mutters under its ooze breath, "Dulce et decorum est." And the ooze's turn is done.
Shoemate.
All right, we're gonna get the crossbow again, and we're gonna aim at that incapacitated ooze.
It's no longer incapacitated. It's very capacitated.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. It's very. Actually, let me get out. I'm gonna get out a business card.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask him to join the
Oh.
team.
Oh, I thought you were going to get a business card
But
and
you
then
could
shoot
but you-
through the business
you
card.
need to put it on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I will put it. I'll take the business card for
Hey,
degunya.biz, and I'll put
we
it
mean-
on the arrow.
We
of
mean
my
business.
crossbow. Yeah,
What
we
is
mean
this guy
we
going
need-
to
we
do
need
for a degunking business?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the right
It's like
person.
a
for you.
self,
Anyway, I'm gonna put it on the-
self-loathing ooze.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on the business end of my crossbow arrow.
Well, that's the
And
way.
I'm
That's
gonna
where you
aim.
put a business
Business
card.
card?
You don't put it on the
Exactly.
back.
No,
It's
no,
the
definitely
Neverwinter equivalent of putting something underneath someone's windshield wiper.
Yeah.
not. Yes.
Shooting him with the crossbow.
I'm
yes.
I'm just delivering the card if it happens to
Yeah.
murder this. Very
That's not your fault.
Again, much like the
It's-
windshield wiper place.
are
If
doing
I kill
some-
someone, yeah.
Complicated world building about the nature of Neverwinter.
It's all canon.
All right. Well, I rolled a natural 20, so we're and it's plus
You
4, so
nail
that's
that
24.
ooze to the wall.
Wow.
The business card.
How much was that damage?
No,
20. The damage I get to roll double for the damage.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
8 damage.
Okay. All right. 8 damage. That business card is firmly embedded in some ooze. Incidentally,
I
just to be clear, though, as it's embedded, you see the ooze sort of like envelop it and engulf it, and you get the same sort of smoking, like wisps of smoke that are coming off Arch as it just the acid just eats through that business card and your arrow.
Possibly,
And it loses permanent -1 advertising power to the business card.
Slightly faster on the business card than on the armor.
Yeah. That went from a 4-star review to a 2-star review.
Is the business card made out of metal, Tony?
We don't have that kind of budget at degunkier.biz.
Business card, throwing star, tomato.
We're ordering from Vistaprint. We're not like Moo cards.
You know, it is specific to metal, Dan. That doesn't really make sense
fantasy
with how I
Vistaprint,
know
right?
acid to work. I feel like acid would be really good on paper and wood, but it really specifies metal.
It does. You're right. So it's the arrowhead has disintegrated. The fletching, the wood, the business card, all fine.
Yeah, man.
I love
You
that
know,
my fletching is fine.
Yeah, the
It's
fletching.
Wizards leave some weird things lying around in the sewer. So yeah, I guess that's how
all right.
that works. Thanks, Monty.
Gwen,
Really rules lawyer that ooze into chemistry rules.
Gwen is come to you. There was one injured, but not quite oozing ooze.
I don't think I really have any attacks. Is the thing. Like, I don't want to use a 2nd level spell slot at this point.
Why not? I did.
And
And I did
Well-
5 points of heal.
I think you've just explained why not.
Oh, I get it now.
I could calm its emotions.
Sweet emotion.
It did stop laughing finally.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a very serious ooze now.
You just got psychological warfare. We make the ooze laugh, then we steal its emotions away from it.
Serious ooze are what you hear when you're watching a Fox show and something dramatic happens.
Ooh.
All right. I don't really have anything I can't really do anything.
Don't
Can you buff
don't say that
Archer
by
and
yourself. Don't sell yourself short. I saw you're a dwarf. That was inappropriate.
Wow.
Wow.
Maybe Dan's on a character arc.
Yep.
Learning a lot
That
about
arc
the power
is
of
going
friendship and
just
mortality.
down.
Oh man, do not get him started on elves. We will be here all
Flash down.
night.
Yeah, I think that I'm just going to, like, if an enemy gets in range, which is basically melee, I'll attack it. But otherwise, I don't really have much I can do
All right.
to an ooze.
Okay. Arch, we are back to you. You have learned some things about the nature of oozes and the
Yeah.
nature of metal. Perhaps you have something wood that would apparently be totally unscathed were you to attack with it.
Well, I do have a few javelins, but I feel like a fool trying to throw a javelin at something this close.
I think you could stab with a javelin, right?
You can poke.
Yeah.
Can I?
Or just hit it with
Yeah.
the
Spear by any
end
other
of a
name.
javelin?
Spear.
I don't know. What is a javelin but a spear, honestly? Like what? You're telling me if you have like a thing with a pointy, sharp side on it, like you can't hit
I think a
somebody
javelin
with
is
from 5
it's-
feet? Come on.
A javelin is like a more natural spear, Dan. It's like a hippie spear.
God, all the Olympians that do javelin are going to write in and tell us how wrong we are.
Oh yeah.
I
There's a
can't
lot
wait.
of
You can't
a
kill
lot
a
of
thing with a
Olympians.
javelin from 5 feet away.
Oh man, we have so many
I saw that
Olympians
video of the guy
that
getting
listen
hit
to
with a
Total Party
javelin.
Kill.
This is dozens.
Yeah, it's mainly really attractive sports people that listen to this podcast.
I mean, it is Neverwinter. They're all attractive.
Yeah,
We
it's
learned
from
that.
listeners too. Yeah, it's yep.
Yes.
All right. Well, then, if you guys say I can, I will attack it with my hand-to-hand javelin. I rolled a
right.
7. Does that hit?
It's
How did you do that? Oh, well, you rolled low. That would be how.
perhaps it's because you've never tried to hit anyone with a javelin from this close range,
That-
but
That you technically still have never hit anyone.
awkward, and you can't quite figure it out, and you kind of are not sure
There's
which
only one-
end you're going with.
There's only one place you can hold. That's the middle. If you try it from the other hand, it's all wobbly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like
Well,
you're kind of like
yeah.
shaking it around, and you just kind
You
of
just shake waiting
yeah.
at him.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get
that's
the,
it's a little bit
you
like
get the
it's
air.
the magic trick with the rubber pencil, you know?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, the ooze
I'm
is
poking at it.
unimpressed.
I'm poking at it with a javelin. I kind of call over my head. I'll hold this thing off, but if you guys could, I don't know, guys.
Archie, you don't want to just feed it your
That's
sword.
what you like to hear in the middle of an adventure. I don't know, guys.
They really
Whatever.
Let's
they
just
lectured
get out
us
of here.
for 8 of the remaining 10 minutes about the importance of not letting your sword get destroyed.
I feel like we could just walk away at this point.
Now we're gonna have to go
Almost.
through this.
Are they going to follow
pool
us?
of mud.
Yeah, it's slanted. They can come up on the thing.
Yeah, if they really want to, maybe. All right, Zonath. Arch is holding back the remaining ooze, but it's a little dicey down there.
All right, I've used enough spell slots on these piles of ooze. I'm going to use a cantrip, and I'm going to use Firebolt. I'm going to roll. Oh my god, that's a 6.
You shoot a firebolt. It goes wide. It maybe ricochets off the walls a little bit. But it
I'm kind of far
is not
away. It's
hitting
hard
an
to
ooze.
see.
There's so much methane in here.
I mean, does that do anything? Is anything get sound fire?
I'm
DMs?
afraid this is both flammable and inflammable, which means totally flammable. No, flammable and non-flammable. It cancels everything out. It's fine.
All right. Well, at least I didn't use a spell slot. That was my turn. Thank you.
Several pockets of methane air above the sewage ignite,
Little pops.
leading to a harmless light show. Yeah.
Ooh, beautiful. Do I get inspiration?
It smells awful.
Yes, you do.
Ooze goes.
Tip.
"Ooh."
I got tipspiration.
Inspiration. Care of
tips-
D-Gunk.
tips-
Is.
Tipspiration does not stack. Or does it? Is Tipspiration stacked? Because it's
Oh,
a-
it's
boy.
stacks.
I think
It's
there's an
stacks
excellent
on
mechanic.
stacks.
There's an,
Stacks on
ex-
stacks.
there's an exchange
Stacks
rate.
on
It's like
stacks.
10 tipspirations to one actual
$1.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Well, then they have value. This is good.
Yeah. Oh, well.
We'll revisit
Wow.
the market when it comes
Slippery
around to that
slope.
point.
Yeah.
All right. So far, this round, uninspiring.
It's not-
Scuzz.
Hi.
There's one ooze left. It's doing okay actually. Like in
Yeah.
life, just in general, feels like it's
It's
made
got
some good
job
decisions.
Has it taken
prospects.
damage?
It has
Yeah.
taken damage, but it
Has
is
taken damage.
It is not yet bloody.
Okay.
It's
Got
laughed.
some
It's
breakthroughs in
learned.
therapy.
Yeah.
It's laughed.
working on
It's
itself.
cried.
The worst ooze you know doesn't think it needs therapy.
Scuzz is a Yanti pureblood, so he looks like a human. The only way you would know that he is Yanti is that he has scaling on the back of his hands, kind of creeping up his arms. So what he does next is somewhat surprising because he just looks like a dude. He's going to get in a position where he can see the mud monster, so he's going to move right there, and then he's just going to go and hawk this big stream of poison out of glands in his mouth because he's a snake person, and I need a con save from the mud.
All right.
They're actually Constitution may be their best stat, but
And
they
yes,
not
I
when
rolled
they
a critical
roll
fail.
like
Oh,
ooze.
oh boy.
Amazingly,
Well, that's one.
I'm going to tell you something amazing. Oozes, they resist some stuff, but not poison, apparently.
Not poison.
Well, he takes all one of it.
Oh.
Ooze your daddy.
Wow.
I mean, you did.
That joke was
You
about
did
as
go.
efficient as that damage, just so you know.
You basically spat on him, but you're really good at spitting because most people would do 0 damage. You do 1.
Yeah, that ooze
Yeah,
just like
my spit-
wipes poison out of its ooze eyes and is like
Yeah.
rude.
Rude.
Yeah.
Uncalled for.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
right.
that was a round.
it's the ooze's turn.
Gonna
I'm going to
slap-
use my
slap
reaction.
I'm.
Oh,
I was
the
gonna
Halo
slap Arch,
spores?
or do you think it wants to hit the person who just spit on it?
2 necrotic damage from Halo of Spores.
Oh, okay.
Well, the good news is that does bloody it.
yeah.
Dan, you think it wants to chase down Scuzz?
I think it wants to hit the dude who just spit on
spat.
it. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, it
It's
slides
the
over
most-
here. It's gonna slap you with a pseudopod.
No.
14 has a 14 too versus a Scuzz.
While he's doing that, I'm going to use a sentinel attack once this is done because it's making an attack on
Sure is.
someone
Yes.
5 feet away from me. So
What was the roll?
With
14.
14 does hit.
Now this is, I will tell you, not only did I hit you, I rolled pretty good on damage. So you are going to take 7 bludgeoning damage and then a sizzle of 3 acid damage, so 10 damage total. And if you are wearing metal armor, it is 1 less good. Okay, well, your leather armor is way less stylish.
I mean,
Drew,
I live
you
in
saw
the
this
sewer.
coming.
Monty, you were going to do something with a sentinel thingamabob.
Not with rolling a 1. No, I'm not.
We've rolled a lot of ones. All right.
Nards.
The ooze is continuing to ooze its best life. Shoemate.
All right, we're gonna go another crossbow. We got a 22.
That will easily hit an ooze.
All right, and we will damage with an 8.
Ooh, all right. This ooze is starting to falter a bit. It's starting to look a little jelly-like, but it's still oozing. Gwen.
Little jelly.
All right. I did not discover anything else I could do. So,
There's lots of rocks if you want to throw a rock.
okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I'll throw a rock.
Hit him in the face.
See. Improvised weapon is not on the character sheet.
Oh, just strength. I almost never use this.
I mean, if you roll a d20, it may not be necessary to do additional math on that.
That's true. All right, let me roll the 20. We'll see what happens. That's an 8.
That
So it doesn't seem like a...
Dan,
an 8 is the armor class
An
of an
8.
ooze.
Yep. It's
Why not
almost
that
like
7 I got earlier.
it's almost like they're too easy to hit because they destroy your weapons.
Oh.
Yeah, roll some damage. I don't know. Roll a
Rock damage.
D4.
Okay, that seems reasonable. D4.
You picked a real good rock. It's like it's sharp.
I did.
pointy.
Oh, and I rolled 4. I picked a good rock, and I threw it real good.
Gwen winds up, hurls that rock, and it just catches the ooze in the middle of whatever passes for a face, blows a hole right through it, and the ooze explodes. Just very like it's a contained explosion, not like all over Arch and Scuzz, or at least not caustically.
It
over
explodes
Arch and
away
Scuzz.
from them. Yeah.
Would you say it's
that's right.
time to start spreading the ooze?
Okay.
Oh man.
I'm leaving today.
Oh man. I feel like that should have been in my favorite musical, Oozies. It's also my favorite submachine gun. Anyway, you have defeated 3
Gun
sewer
jokes kill.
oozes. Well done. And you were left instead only with a giant swimming pool full of sewage, but like non-aggressive sewage, basically.
Yeah. Tame sewage.
Is the unalive like pool of sewage caustic like the ooze piles?
Do you want to throw a rock into
Yeah,
it?
you
and
want-
see?
yeah.
Yeah, no, literally, I will take a rock and throw it, not remembering that was a bad idea last time.
I
and
just
see what
like
happens.
that this is Zonoff's answer to literally everything is throw a rock in it, see
Throw
what
a rock.
happens.
Literally a wizard.
and me seeing Gwen be like, yeah, rock.
Do you want to use some
The,
magic? No, I got a rock.
Yeah.
So
You know,
yeah,
so
let me tell
endearing.
you,
I love that.
you got so good last time at figuring out the depth of the pool that I can tell you the sewage is only about a foot deep here. But you sense that even with that, it's very viscous. It really clings. So if you're going to start wading through it, it is going to take you longer. It would be difficult terrain. But it will not.
But it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to burn your shoes off, but your shoes will be full of sewage. So, take that for what it's worth.
Okay.
Wrap for the shorties. Let's do
I was
it.
hoping that my city-issued armor and weapon would remain shiny and pristine forever, but that's clearly not happening.
oh, you are
So-
not getting your deposit back on
Yeah,
those.
there's a vault back there that you could probably rob if you felt like that was a...
I will wade directly into the ooze. Come on, guys!
All right. Arch
Ooze is fine.
Arch is
Even
making
I
that
think
work.
that's a bad idea, Arch.
Well, Arch, let's say you get just far enough around the corner, you can sort of see as this opens up to the west, there's what looks like some steps kind of leading up and a passageway leading further into the catacombs. So this was at some point, it looks like some form of, actual architecture. It was actually constructed in some way. There are sort of rock pillars on either side, but it has clearly not been used for many a year.
What direction is the eye pointing?
I would say the eye is
What
pointing
direction is the eye pointing?
due west.
See?
Due west.
Okay.
Are we?
Trudge.
Are we trudging through?
Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh.
We're trudging through.
All right.
I'm going to I have a quarterstaff, and I'm going to take it to kind of probe the depths in front of me as I walk, so
Make
I don't
sure you
hit
don't
a-
find any perfectly dwarven size like sinkholes.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, so you're like it's like a reverse gondola. You're like pulling forward as you go. Please don't Google reverse gondola.
Oh gosh.
Oh man,
Just
it
turn
really
search on first, kids.
it's really weird that they invented they invented the stick part and then the boat, and they're like, this would be way easier if we had boats. And some Italian guy's like, yeah, we should get on that. That's my Italian accent.
Sounds nothing like Jersey.
Yeah. I'm gondoling here.
I'm a dunza.
So you reach these stairs. There's a few short steps upwards. You kind of can shake off the sewage, maybe dry off a little bit. This opens into a corridor leading west, and then it takes a turn to the north.
Which way is the eyeball pointing?
The eyeball continues to point west. As you
Shoemate, can you see?
Yeah, Shoemate rounds the
tiefling, right?
corridor. There's a it sort
Going
of
around.
zigs once again to the west, and now it opens into a most interesting sight.
I'm going to discreetly lay on hands on myself and heal back the 8 points I'm still down.
What?
Wasn't
I
weird
don't
until
like
you
that.
said
Your own time.
discreetly, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Can you go into one of these little corners, like these nooks over here?
Nobody look at me.
Well, I wasn't before, but now I guess I am. Okay.
Oh my god! what
As
are you
it starts
doing?
glowing as you before you, so this corridor opens up a little further. You see before you an interesting sight. A double door made of green-tinged stone seals off further progression into the catacombs to the south. Facing the double door is a large carving of a grinning skull. One eye socket bears a wide eyeball with a jeweled iris, while the other is an empty divot. The corridor continues to the west into darkness.
Look at this thing's chin.
It's a beard.
There's the eyeball pointing.
It's a bone beard. You don't know bone beards?
Well, nothing we can put in that other eye socket. Thanks for listening. A total party kill.
Shoemate, kind of, possibly dumbly. Actually, I'm going to roll an investigation check first. All right. 12, 6, 18.
What are you investigating? What would you like to know?
I'm investigating the skull because I'm thinking about putting the eyeball in it.
Well, I mean, as we said, there's certainly an empty eye socket there. The skull itself is ornately carved. It seems like it was, I think with what did you roll, an 18?
18.
I think with 18, you could probably tell the stonework is on the more recent side, like not like the last few days, but like this isn't like an ancient thing necessarily. It seems like maybe it was carved at some point in the past year or two. It is, there's, the word that creeps into your head as you sort of examine it. Maybe you have a little art history there in your background. It seems like it was carved with reverence.
Ooh. The reverence really shines through in this carving.
Oh, you're reading the plaque on the bottom too? So am I.
How big is this skull?
It's pretty large. I would say it's maybe, I don't know. I would say it's maybe like not quite person size, but like 3 or 4 feet tall.
Then what's with these tiny skulls that are also in the artwork?
Those are just they're flourishes.
Flare.
Compared to the Home Depot giant skeleton.
Yeah, exactly. Those are normal.
Is it
size
like that?
Yeah, it's probably roughly like, yeah, if you took the Home Depot giant skeleton, just took the head off,
Yeah.
popped it in a wall, which
Okay.
may be what they've done here.
With reverence, though.
They just set it there.
That'll class the joint up.
They're like, I saw this on TikTok.
How to turn your apartment into a spooky but reverent.
Yeah, I
This
really
cult
feel
is gonna
like
be
this.
wearing orange aprons with their names
I just,
written in
if
Sharpie.
somebody
Shocktober.
visits, I want them to think I'm in a catacombs, not a sewer. That's what this skull does.
It's the line. The line is right there. It's close.
While she's looking at that, I'm gonna just continue down the hallway a little bit, make sure nobody's gonna come bite us in the face.
All right.
All right, Scuzz, you continue down the hallway a little bit. This opens into a larger room. There is perhaps some light coming out there, just sort of faintly. As you step to the doorway, some stuff happens.
Back up.
Wait. Before we backed up.
Maybe Scuzz rolls stealth. We don't know. Anything can happen. Dan
What
describes
was
himself.
once a serene crypt now lies in ruin. 2 chipped stone pillars brace the vaulted ceiling. Tombs are cracked open, and reanimated corpses prowl the room. At the center of the room's back wall is a dirtied and desecrated shrine bearing the image of a blank scroll. Scuzz, let's roll some stealth and see how
got it.
sneaky you were on your approach there.
It's on the floor. It's a good sign.
That, friends, is a 1.
Well,
Love that sign.
as your friends investigate a spooky skull, Scuzz has continued true to form into a room full of zombies. And I think as you back up, realizing maybe this was not the best idea, you I don't know how there are 4 shovels and a broom behind you, but you kind of trip over all of them,
Slideshow Bob
clattering,
style.
making a giant noise. You try to pick them up, they fall out of your hands again, and as one, perhaps some 8 zombies' heads swivel towards you in a really disturbing and bone-cracking manner. I think we're probably rolling initiative again.
Throw around all those spores and you wonder what's going to happen.
All right.
That was a zombie reference. You guys.
I got a 20. But I am
got
all
a
the way in the
21.
back because I was laying on hands on myself.
The more
Where
you say,
is
it
Arch?
doesn't get any better.
Where is Arch every time we run into zombies? Back there laying hands on himself again. All right. Oh, yeah, those zombies look good. Meaty. Real meaty.
Chewy.
Just the way you like them, Dan. I prepped these zombies.
Thank you.
Shocktober.
Put some meat on the bones of those zombies.
I
So
would
these
like it
zombies-
if you objectify the zombies less.
Oh, I have to do it myself.
Zombie.
Zombies. Oh.
All right. Has everybody gotten their initiative in?
Oh.
No.
Yeah, Shocktober.
Get your hands off yourself.
Stop it. Lay
All
off
right.
hands.
I think Scuzz, lucky you get to go first, and you can really set the tone of this combat, deciding which way you're gonna go.
I'm
Yeah,
going to run back into the room.
nailed it.
I'm running back going, zombies. And then I'm going to turn around, and can I still see that guy? Can I see anybody?
I think. I don't know, Tony. What do you think? You catch a corner of that
35
zombie?
feet of a corridor.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
Yeah,
There's
I
nobody
think you
directly
probably.
in front of me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
So-
no.
Then I'm going to hop down here, and I'm going to. That's the rest of my.
Are you just pointing
movement.
at Zonoth? That was the one. That was what you heard. You heard that guy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ready a cantrip if a zombie gets within sight of me.
Okay.
Cool. Glad I had the best initiative for that.
Arch, you are a little bit further back, but you hear echoing down the corridor, zombies.
Who currently has the eyeball?
I have the
I
eyeball.
think Shoemate, yeah.
I will run to here next to Scuzz and call, as I pass Shoemate, say, just stick the eyeball in the skull.
I listen. I put the eyeball in the skull.
All right, it's not your turn, but you can
It's not my turn.
You can think about it.
I'm thinking.
No, you go after the zombies.
Zonoth, Scuzz has bolted past you, yelling about zombies. Arch has zipped up next to you, saying something about putting an eyeball
laying
in
on
a
hands,
skull.
I listen and I put the eyeball in the door.
You don't
Can I,
have
like-
the
Can
eyeball.
Arch take the eyeball from
Yeah,
me?
can I take the eyeball from Shoemate?
Free object interaction.
Yeah, wait, let's
sure.
see. Let's
Wait, I'd be like, I can't. It's not my turn.
Give me that. That's mine. No,
Shoemate
stop
is
it.
very.
I just-
Shoemate, I love that Shoemate is just very rule bound. Nope, you gotta wait. It's not my turn.
I have bonus action for interact with object. I have
Is that what you think of your colleagues?
I'm not an
lay
object.
on hands?
No, she's a thing. We established that.
Stop treating me like an object.
Can you pull something out of somebody else's hands as a
I think if they allow it,
Wasn't she
Okay.
holding it like
if they're
that?
All right.
cooperative, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm cool. I'm at first not cooperating because I'm like, and then I do.
My eyeball.
No, I won it. Mine.
I'm like, but it's not my turn.
Are you like tugging on it? Like one of you's got the nerve and one of you's got the eyeball.
I'm
and
just
you're-
I'm just very
Oh,
unsure
God.
about the protocol here.
Yeah.
check
So
the
I reach
manual.
over, grab the eyeball, and I say, "Thank you, shoemate. I owe you an eyeball." And I insert it into the eye hole. No, I hate that sentence. Let me redo that. I insert it into the skull.
so gross.
Answer's unclear. You put it in the teeth and it doesn't work.
Several shots at trying to get. No, I put it in the eyeball.
Right in the nose.
eye
Right in the
hole.
nose. In the nose.
You stick that eyeball right into the eye hole. I like you like rearrange it, make sure it's like looking the same direction and everything. For a moment, a heart-stopping moment, nothing happens. Then the eyeball pulses with sickly green light.
Teal.
And in front to teal light, ultramarine. No, it's blue. Behind Scuzz and Arch, or in front of them, I guess, depending on which way they're facing, a pair of double doors swing open, revealing a staircase leading further down.
Zonoth sprints in.
Okay. All right. Zonoth darts through the door. Gwenryl, you have seen a lot happen. Well, you've mainly just seen Arch
I have not.
run past you after hearing
I'm
a
way
voice that
around
sounded
the
like
corner.
Scuzz saying zombies, zombies, zombies. Then you heard a creaking of what sounded like a door. You saw that flash of green light around the corner. Yeah, your friends? Too strong?
Coworkers.
Acquaintances? Yeah.
Workplace approximate associates.
Seem to be up to their usual shenanigans.
All right, well, I'm going to go look around the corner and see what I can discern.
Well, you're too far away to see
Um,
zombies. You only have Scuzz's word for that, but Zonoth seems to have disappeared from sight. Everybody else is standing near an open. Well, you can't see around the corner too. You've taken off. It was just a pile of like a poof of dust where Zonoth was. Arch and Scuzz are at the top of a staircase leading down past some open double doors.
All right, well, I'm just going to
Double
shrug my
door.
shoulders and walk toward the double doors.
Double doors.
And I guess since I'm not going to attack, I can take the dash action and go. I don't know if I want to go further down, but I'll go to like where Zonoth is.
Okay, it is the zombies' turn. I think the zombies, at least one of that zombies, is probably going to start heading down the corridor towards you. Having seen a tasty Scuzz,
Thank you.
you're quite the snack, Scuzz, if you know what I mean.
I think some of the other zombies will probably meander in that direction. I
Yeah.
feel like that's how zombies
They're not going to
work.
like single file it because like that's weird. But Scuzz, you had a reaction, I believe.
You bet I do. As soon as I
So
can
a
see
zombie
that
rounds that
homeboy-
corner.
As soon as I see that homeboy, I'm going to throw fire at him with produce flame. But that's a 3 for a 7.
I'm not sure a 7 hits a zombie. So you're
Continue to be ineffectual.
the flame like poofs in
You
front
have
of their
put
face.
people into danger repeatedly, so that's an effect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
you've been
very
very,
good at that.
effective, effect causing.
the zombie like shies backwards from the flame in its face and just goes like "Ugh," and like bats at it. Yeah, it doesn't, but no damage is caused. A couple more zombies start filing in after them. Shoemate, Scuzz, and Arch, you can see them advancing on you. And Shoemate, it is your turn.
I am going to run down the stairs.
Okay,
Oh no, I'm
you just slide through Zonoth's leg.
Yeah.
Like-
Ow! The stairs have been pre-creased. It's a
getting
courtesy.
out of here.
It's one of those ones where you pull the
Spooky.
lever and it turns into a
Yeah.
ramp.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
this
brought
is one of
extra
those-
ooze from the other room and
Yeah,
raised the
that's-
stairs.
Ugh.
Scuzz, you're never more than 10 feet from a zombie. And by never, I mean right now. Your friends are hightailing it down the stairs.
Yes. I'm going to use one of my serpentine spellcasting abilities here, and I'm going to look at this zombie, and I'm going to say, "Hey, pal, I need you to block the hallway, okay?" And I need a wisdom saving throw as I cast suggestion at this zombie.
Ooh, zombies. Traditionally
Nice.
very wise. Whew, 15.
Son of bees. I'm going to run
Zombie
away.
just gives you a look like, come on. Come on,
Wasn't dead. Didn't die yesterday.
I didn't just fall off the turnip truck and get run over by the turnip truck.
I
Sadly,
eat
that
brains.
is
How
how he
stupid
died.
could I be?
And somehow
yeah.
get put in the catacombs.
yeah.
As I run away, I just look at Arch and go, "I'm really sorry."
Arch, you are leading up the rear here, and there's one question that needs to be addressed.
What's that?
Well, I don't. So far, all your friends have run through a door, which is a door that zombies could also run through. So maybe this is just a foot race now, and seeing if you can always stay 5 feet ahead of a zombie.
The zombie speed is pretty slow, so
That's true.
you know, you don't-
maybe that's a winning strategy.
I mean,
don't know.
you could outrun the zombie.
This adventure.
Yeah,
Or
just
outrun
outrun the
your
rest of the
friends.
adventure. Yeah, just
outrun your slowest friend.
This is the Scooby-Doo scene of the adventure where we're the hallways, we're going through doors. Yeah.
Yep.
If I had Mage Hand, I could walk through the door and then take the eyeball out of the skull. I don't have Mage Hand,
You could be fast.
he said. Look, I can't be that fast.
Yeah, you can.
It's not a
Maybe it's like
sliding
take it out
door.
and-
Yes, and Monty.
All right, let's give it a shot then.
I have Mage Hand.
Well, you ignored the whole plan.
Ooh,
just made
what
up.
if
I
we
was
got,
around the corner.
What if we got through the door and we shot the eyeball?
Ooh, knock it out of the doohickey
Or just squish it.
with a javelin.
We
Which
have
you
to use a
possess.
ranged weapon, so we're through the door.
Just a second, I'm looking at my inventory.
Thrilling
Yeah.
adventure. No,
A melon baller.
I'm just being a jerk.
Inventory management.
Well,
Encumbered? No.
I have here, it says, a small knife, and this will shock you, 50 feet of hempen rope.
Oh, hempen.
Oh.
Tell me more.
I very, very quickly tie one end of the rope to the knife, stick the knife into the eyeball,
That's
Oh, yes! I
seems-
love this! I love this!
then go through
Like-
the door and
All
yes.
right.
Inspiration.
So for
That
How'd you
is
train that
no
snake to do that?
First of all,
So good.
I'm giving Monty inspiration. I love it.
I would also like
I
to
love
give
it.
inspiration.
I'm also going to give Monty inspiration.
It doesn't
Well
stack. It doesn't stack, but yeah. Mainly, I just it feels weird because it is a plausible thing you could do with rope. Seems like kind of unnecessary. We would have let him just start through the door, but
But
it
no,
is
no,
a
no.
plausible.
It's good.
but it's not
I
a,
like it.
It's not a garbage thing that you do with rope. It's almost unrecognizable, therefore, as a thing you would do with rope. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So Arch stabs that eyeball, jumps through the door, yanks the rope after him, and as the slavering zombies come around the corner, the doors slam shut, leading you on a giant staircase descending deeper into the sewers. Will our party of guards uncover the cult that they have been sent to find? Will they avenge the death of Delvin Fernhardt? Will a giant group of zombies be waiting for them when they eventually emerge triumphant? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time for Total Party Kill. Nest of the Eldritch Eye, Shocktober 2024.
The Incomparable Podcast Network. Become a member and support this show today. theincomparable.com/members